other two teams that Clemens has pitched for, Blue Jays, Sox. Roy Halladay, boy, has he gotten warm. Todd Walker now extends his hit streak to 17. Boston up on top early, 3-0. 7 of the first 8 Red Sox hits went for doubles, and they're not even at Fenway. Frank Catalanotto left Bordick from second in the relay. Billy Miller, off his glove. Catalanotto to second. The lead is cut to 6-3. Where are the fundamentals?
Boy, they're just gone down the drain. Let's check this one out.
High pitch, high one, not high enough.
Better look out.
That's a problem. Mike Bordick all over it. An RBI double. That's not helping. 7-6 Blue Jays. Remember that big deal? Shea Hillenbrand for that man, Byung-Hyun Kim. He makes his Sox debut, looking to get an inning of work in before he makes a start on Tuesday. Catalanotto into right. Reed Johnson from first. 10-7 Blue Jays. They pasted Red Sox pitching this weekend. Catalanotto, 3 for 4, 4 runs, 2 RBIs. In the ninth, Boston down 3, 1 out, bases loaded for Jason Varitek. Would he? No. 4-6-3 double play. The Blue Jays sweep the series with an 11-8 win. They pull within one half game of the second place Red Sox. Halladay allows 7 earned but gets the win for the 7th straight start, joining Clemens and Doyle Alexander as the only Blue Jays to win 7 straight starts. Clemens was like 41-13 in the Toronto uniform.
Converted closer Kelvin Escobar, Blue Jays and Cardinals. Escobar threw just 31 pitches through the first 3 innings. He was breezing. Ask Tino Martinez about that. And then Escobar getting Mike Matheny. And then, of course, against the opposing pitcher, Matt Morris. Escobar retiring 12 of the first 13 hitters he faced. To the 5th, 2 on, 2-0 Jays. Same batters, different story. Tino. Martinez was 2 for 5. He had 3 RBIs, hitting .253. Suddenly it's a 2-1 game. And then Mike Matheny up the middle. Edgar Renteria would score to tie it. Renteria, big game, 3 hits, 3 RBI. Next batter, Matt Morris with 2 on. The bunt. Howie Clark, his problem, he throws it away, so Martinez scores to put the Cardinals up 3-2. Bottom 7 now is 5-4 St. Louis with a man on, Jim Edmonds. Edmonds, very healthy, sparking a 4-run 7th inning and breaking out of an 0-for-15 slump with that 2-run homer, his 12th of the year. The Cardinals go on to cool off the Blue Jays by the score of 11-5.
St. Louis, Albert Pujols' resume. Not bad. Includes an NL leading 370 batting average. 3rd inning, 4-2 Jays and Pujols. A dinker off Corey Lytle. He went 1 for 3 with a walk. Lytle 6-0 on the road this season. Later in the inning, now 4-3, Edgar Renteria. That ball's going to bounce off the wall. A 2-run double, 7 RBI in his last 3 games, and the Cardinals take a 5-4 lead. Top 5 RBI leader Carlos Delgado with the bases empty. Oh, there's nothing like a good piece of hickory. 17th home run, tying him for the AL lead with Soriano and Juan Gone. Top 6, Lytle at bat, got his first major league hit earlier in this game. Jim Edmonds, can't get enough of your glove. 8-5, Cards, 3rd straight win. Bottom 2, 2 on, no outs. The Blue Jays have turned 3 triple plays in their history, last in 1979. Frank Catalanotto going to start their 4th, fielding the Mike Matheny fly. Eduardo Perez doubled off 2nd, and Tino is tagged out. But Tony La Russa, he is not buying that scenario, and here's why. Closer review, Catalanotto never caught that baseball. Home plate umpire Wally Bell says put the Cards back on the bases, and that's going to bring out Carlos Tosca. Blue Jays skipper, never been tossed as a major league manager. Well, he's going to get his 15 minutes of fame and then some. After about a 20-minute show, one that Tino and Orlando Hudson enjoyed, Bell shows Carlos the thumb. Tosca leaves, only to return and say, we are formally protesting this game. Bell makes it official and orders takeout. Cards will get 2 after the triple play that wasn't. Bottom of the 3rd, former Jay Woody Williams is going to get 3 in this top 10 nominee. Vernon Wells needs longer arms or a bigger glove in center. Woody clearing the bags, his first career triple, 7-0. Did I mention he's also throwing a no-hitter? That no-hitter almost lost on that shot by Carlos Delgado, but Edgar Renteria, radar glove, no-hitter through 7. Williams gets Tom Wilson, one of his 5 strikeouts, 9 no-hitters in Cardinal history. Last one at Busch by a Cardinal, Bob Forsch against the Expos in '83. That one's going to have to stand thanks to Orlando Hudson.
This is the best game I've ever played, personally, all around. It's nice to have it against your old team, not degrading them by any means, but, it was fun.
Woody Williams improves to 20-1 in night starts as a member of the Cardinals. Gets the next batter, Dave Berg, to ground into the double play, and he goes 8, 1 hit, 5 Ks, and the Cards win it 13-5. Toronto and Cincinnati. Jays were just swept in St. Louis, outscored 32-15. It rained early, and then Adam Dunn rained in the bottom of the first off Roy Halladay. His first career leadoff home run, Major League leading 19th. Reds trail 2-1. Cincinnati's John Riedling winless in his last 24 appearances, and the wait for a win will continue. Bases loaded for Carlos Delgado, who's already connected for a run-scoring double in the first, and he cannot wait for Riedling's third pitch. 8th career grand slam, his 5 RBI movement past Sammy Sosa for the interleague lead in that category. Halladay would win his 8th straight start, matching Roger Clemens' team record. 9-2 Jays. Nice play by Orlando Hudson.
Blue Jays and Reds from the Great American Ballpark. Carlos Delgado came in 1 run behind Adam Dunn, 1 home run rather behind Adam Dunn for the Major League lead. Consider them tied. Top of the first, Delgado off Ryan Dempster. 2-run shot is 19th, so he's tied for the lead. Delgado's only hit of the ballgame is batting .323. Dunn says, "I like my lead back." There goes number 20. Reds down 2-1. Dunn's only hit of the ballgame. Bottom 9. Reds trailing 8-5. Cliff Polite to Jason LaRue with 2 on and 1 gone. His 8th of the year. Game tied at 8. Polite just 1/3 of an inning. Gave up 4 hits and 4 runs. Here he is again. And Sean Casey, glad to see him. Rainer Olmedo comes in to score. The Reds win at 9-8. Their 16th win in their final at-bat this season.
They're the cardiac kids.
Mortal enemies Toronto and Cincinnati engaged in interleague play. It's bitter. Game delayed due to rain. Bring out the tarp, do all that. Delayed 3 hours, 5 minutes. Big old storm. Pete Rose, the hit king. He's in attendance, paid his own way in. Top of second, scoreless game. Kelvin Escobar is a pitcher. Against Jimmy Haynes. Escobar the base hit. Austin Kearns can't field it. Greg Myers comes to score. RBI single for Escobar's first major league hit. 1-0 Blue Jays. Jays pitchers had hits in all 3 games of this series. Ken Griffey's son compelled to hit in that double play by Escobar. Jays win it. Reds the last major league team to be shut out. Toronto the last American League team with a shutout.
Giles has doubled off Corey Lytle, who lost his last 2 starts after going 7-0 in his previous 8, and he's down 2-zip after that Aramis Ramirez shot. Just a second home run hit by the Pirates cleanup batters this season, both by Ramirez. Just his 3rd. Remember, he had 34 2 seasons ago. We go to the bottom of the second. 2 on. First base open for Carlos Delgado. You be Lloyd McClendon. Make the call on whether or not to pitch to the interleague's king of swing, or you be Chris Benson. He decides to pitch to Delgado, who becomes the 2nd player in the ML to reach 20 home runs and the 1st to 70 RBI. This game is tied at 5. Bottom 5, 8-5 Jays. Frank Catalanata, bat .417 in his last 9 games. He's taken Brian Meadows deep for his 6th. Jays win 13-8. Lytle gets his 9th win despite an ERA of .507. Pirates have lost 6 of.
So, Pirates and Blue Jays. Blue Jays can't hit. They lead the majors in runs, hits, RBI, and average with runners in scoring position. We pick this one up in the bottom of the 2nd. Orlando Hudson has already hit a home run. Chris Woodward up. He's down a long distance. Jeff D'Amico paid for both calls. Back-to-back homers for the Jays. Woodward 2 for 4, 2 RBI, his 4th of the year, 3-0 Jays. Top 7, Roy Halladay cruising. He gets Adam Heisdu. Then he gets Craig Wilson swinging. 8 innings, 8 hits, 1 earned run, 9 Ks for Halladay. He could become the first Blue Jay to win 9 straight, breaking Roger Clemens' team record. Carlos Delgado helping him out off Mike Williams. His major league leading 21st home run. Halladay gets the win, and so do the Blue Jays, 8-5. Bottom of the 1st, facing Jeff Suppan. Suppan puts a glove on it, but he can't handle it. Howie Clark and Frank Catalanata score. Delgado's 74 RBI lead the majors. He gave the Blue Jays a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the 6th, Blue Jays up 3-2. Suppan facing Delgado again. Over to 2nd, but Jeff Rebelay. Nice play. That could be a top 10 nominee. Top of the 8th, Blue Jays up 5-3. Aquilino Lopez facing Aramis Ramirez, and he pops it up. And watch his reaction. Ramirez 0 for 4 ends his 22-game hitting streak. And the Blue Jays going to get the win 5-4.
but Toronto, no Sammy, but a Sammy imitator. Kelvin Escobar shut out Cincinnati last Sunday. Still has that mojo working. Couldn't keep his job as a closer, but the Reds didn't come close against him. O'Leary, Gonzalez, and Miller all go down against Escobar when 8 1/3, 1 earned, and a season-high 10 whiffs. Top 6, Kerry Wood only 1 win in his last 7 starts. Greg Myers hitting .455 in his last 10 games. Advantage Myers. 5-1 Jays, their 5th straight W and 7th consecutive win at home.
Getting much better further down in the lineup. Cubs and the Blue Jays. Moises Alou. Vernon's got prospects, and now Vernon's got problems. Vernon Wells lets it get by. Martinez and Patterson would score. Alou would end up scoring on the air. Cubs take a 3-0 lead. Just take another look at this. Dusty Baker said when he saw Alou going for third, he was like, oh no. And Dusty said, the ball gets by, and I was like, way to go, Mo.
You want to talk about being out of gas. He gets hit in the shoulder right there. And, man, he's looking for the oxygen tank when he gets to the dugout.
Mark Pryor was on after Kerry Wood got knocked around a bit on Friday night. Carlos Delgado strikes out, but in the 4th, Delgado logs on.
Broken bat home run.
22nd home run of the year. He's got 76 RBI. Cubs still with a 4-2 lead. Pryor apparently took exception. He got Greg Myers. He got Tom Wilson.
The big bender, then the gas.
Struck out 8 over 5 2/3. Mike Remlinger gets Delgado. And Carlos didn't like it much.
Little out on the black.
Remlinger gets Wilson. Blue Jays at this point 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position. They're the best team in baseball in that situation. In the 9th, you see they decided they're going to pitch around Delgado. So Borowski now talking with Larry Rothschild. Here's Josh Phelps. A couple of guys on. Those are the tying runs. Strategy works beautifully.
A lot of broken bats in this game.
Cubs win. The Blue Jays' 5-game winning streak is over. 4-2 is the final in that one. Jays score fewer than 5 runs for the first time in 14 games. That's amazing offense by Toronto.
And great to see the Cubs come back after Kerry Wood got beat up on last night, and the other half of that ace staff.
Cubs and Blue Jays. 13-year-old Matt Tosca, son of the manager Carlos Tosca, playing both national anthems on his violin before the game. Well done, proud father there. Bottom 1, Reed Johnson. Music this off Sean Estes to start the game. His 5th home run, 1-zip Jays. The leadoff homer, always a good thing. Ahead to the 6th, 2-0. With the bases chucked, Troy O'Leary goes to the deli counter. Get it! 3rd grand slam of his career, first though in 5 years. Cubs take a 4-2 lead. Jump to the 8th, we're tied at 4-4. Antonio Fonseca to the swingman, Carlos Delgado. That's a drive. Is it number 23? No. Corey Patterson picks it out of the air. Fonseca, like that, got me off the hook. We will go to extra innings. Bottom 10, Mark Guthrie facing the same guy that led off Johnson. He started it, he just ended it. Open the buffet, we can eat now. First player to lead off a game with a homer, hit a walk-off in the same game since Darren Erstad, June of 2000. Jays win it 5-4-10.
Baltimore Jays and Orioles. Who's the top gun of the Toronto staff? Got to be Roy Halladay, codenamed Blue Jay. Mission 9 straight victories. That was coming in. His objective, defeat the Orioles for number 10. It's go time, boys. Bottom 1st, runner on 1st. Halladay facing Melvin Mora. And he gets Mora swinging, but Tom Wilson throws the ball away. The pick off at 2nd. Brian Roberts goes to 3rd. So Halladay's lost that loving feeling. Next batter, David Segui, swinging. Orioles crash and burn. They never get Roberts home. 6th inning, Halladay gets Mora swinging. He was 1 for 4, 3 Ks. 2 L's in Halladay, boys. Next batter, Halladay with a need for speed. He gets Segui swinging. Segui 0 for 4. Bottom 7, 2 out runners on 1st and 2nd for Geronimo Gil. Chris Woodward making the play. Halladay, 7 innings of work, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. Jays win it 6-2, so mission accomplished for Halladay. Rob Dibble breaking 2-0 Toronto. 1 out, runner on 1st for Vernon Wells. This looks like a double play, but Frank Catalanato called safe at 2nd, and Wells beats the throw to 1st. Brian Roberts confused by the call at 2nd. Mike Hargrove comes out to discuss it with 2nd base ump Larry Vanover. Take another look at it. Shortstop David Cruz's foot clearly off the bag. Ump made the right call, so the inning continues. 2 batters later, bases loaded for Greg Myers, and when you know it, base hit, Catalanato and Wells both coming around. Myers' only hit is average up to 347. Toronto up 4-0. Now top 5, 4-1 Toronto. Wells at the plate now. Deep and going. His second homer of the day, give him 16 on the year. Scored 3 runs, hit 3 RBI. Jays up 5-1. Bottom 5, Kelvin Escobar cruises. He gets Cruz to strike out swinging. He struck out 6. 2 batters later, there goes Roberts. Escobar, 6 innings, 4 hits. Toronto won 8 of 9. They take it 6.
Frank Robinson's going to come out and say, try and shake things up. Toronto's won 8 of 9, and well, Montreal, they've lost 6 of their last 7. So Robbie says, hey, we need to fix this box here because I think he's standing too far back, and Paul Hamill shows Hudson where he can stand, and then Hudson, well, that's double trouble. And between innings, they remark the batter's box, so Robbie doesn't have to worry about it. This is what he needs to worry about. Hudson in the 6th of Javier Vasquez. 2-run homer, and his 18th big fly surrendered by Vasquez. That ties in for the second most in the NL. It's 5-1. Bottom 8, Endy Chavez to right. Frank Catalanotto, he needed a bigger mitt or a better angle. That ball's rolling, and so is Chavez. He must be wearing his PF Flyers. It's all about posture foundation. Delgado to Myers, not in time. Chavez gets the inside the Parker, but the Blue Jays get the 8-4 win.
Canada. It's the Jays and Expos north of the border. Top 5, 1-0 Toronto. Montreal starter Sun Woo Kim facing Mark Hendrickson, the former basketball player, taking this one straight to the rack. First home run ever by a Toronto pitcher. Kim said, why did it have to be off me? Jays bench digging it, 2-0 Toronto. Kim would give up a homer to Vernon Wells, and he would make way for Julio Magnon. First batter, Carlos Delgado. And he thinks it's the 3rd out, does Magnon. And he's like, I'm the man. Dude, there's only 2 outs. He would give up another run in the inning, and it was 5-0 Jays. Top 8, 5-1 Toronto. Reed Johnson up, and up the middle, Jose Vidro there with a great play. Bottom 8 now, Toronto up 5-4. Bases loaded with Brian Schneider up. And look at Delgado. He's got the ball, he makes the play. But wait, where's the ball? And why is Delgado fishing in his shirt? Well, the reason why is because the ball goes right up his shirt. Doesn't matter, he had possession though. Steps on the bag, he eventually would fish the ball out of his shirt. Run scored in the process, and it's a 5-5 game. Later in the inning, score still tied with 2 aboard. Orlando Cabrera says, I can make a ball disappear too, but in a different way. 3-run shot caps a 7-run 8th. His 11th of the year, and the Expos going to win it.
There you see him. Top 1, no score. Livan Hernandez, the opposite pitch. Oh, he just got treated poorly by Vernon Wells. Get out! And he did. His 3rd homer of the series, 19th of the year, 2-0 Jays. So Halladay staked to an early lead. He'd give up a run in the 1st on a hit and an error, but then cruising along. Henry Mateo, Uncle Charlie. Hernandez, no. Still bottom 3rd, Jamie Carroll. He's just looking at the hook. 96 pitches for Halladay, 76 of them were strikes. Bottom 6, 4-1 Halladay. Little infield practice. I got it. And that's from Jose Macias. Nice play. He retired 16 in a row at one point. We go to the 9th. Still 4-1 Jays, but Tosca going to come get his man after 8 1/3, 2 runs, none earned, 4 hits. We'll get them last 2. We'll get the last 2 for you there. It's all right. Tosca brings in Cliff Polite, who on Saturday night, well, had a Polite meltdown against Orlando Cabrera in a tie game in the 8th. That is deep. Expos win that one 8-5, and hence Halladay's, well, apprehension of watching this. Back to Sunday, bottom 9. Cabrera again with a couple aboard. Well, that'll stay in the. But sac fly run scores 4-2. Halladay watching the lead dwindle. Next batter, Brad Wilkinson. So technically, he's your tying run against Polite. Does that have enough? Good height, but at the warning track. Polite's reaction, look at him. I was going to get beat to a pulp in the clubhouse. Thank goodness you caught that. Halladay's 11th straight. Jays win at 4-2. Started the season winless in his first 6 starts, but since then he's won 11 straight, dating back to 1960. Halladay joins Whitey Ford, Gaylord Perry, Ron Guidry, Pat Dobson, Brad Radke is the only American League pitchers to win 11 or more consecutive starts. He's swell.
Orioles at Skydome to face the Blue Jays. Bottom of the 1st, Omar Dahl facing a red-hot Blue Jays offense. We'll tell you just how hot. Shannon Stewart, first game back from the DL.
So hot.
He was ready to play.
Too hot in my hot tub.
Blue Jays first in the majors in slugging percentage. He had a 1-0 lead. 2 batters later riding a 14-game hit streak. Vernon Wells. Hey, did I tell you the Jays lead the majors in hits coming into Monday's game? Wells has hit safely in 15 straight. Still bottom 1st, 2-0 Jays, 2-1 for Mike Bordick. That'll be good for a double. Carlos Delgado coming around to score. Jays lead the majors in runs coming into Monday. Bottom second, 3-2 Jays, 2 on for Delgado. That'll be good for another double. 2 more runs come in. John, did I mention the Jays lead the majors in batting average?
You're doing a lot of mentioning.
5-2 Jays. Bottom third, 8-2 Jays. Bases loaded for Delgado. There they are, in case you didn't believe me. The Jays lead the majors in on-base percentage, and you know you can't do that unless you get some guys on base.
Thanks for mentioning that.
And he's bringing a couple home. 10-2 Jays. Delgado 3 for 4, a 4 RBI in this one. He's got 80 on the season. Top 4, 11-2 Jays. 2 on and 1 out for Devi Cruz. Diving stop by Bordick, and in time for the DP. And the Jays going to win it 13-4. And the Jays are making moves in the AL East. Yankees.
Orioles. Kelvin Escobar, 3-0 with a 0.77 ERA and 24 Ks in his last 3 starts. He had 5 Ks in this game. He also allowed 6 runs and 6 hits and 5 in the third. Jeff Conine, no doubt, 9th homer. He's got 50 RBIs on the year. So now it's a 3-2 game. Toronto still up. Conine's next at bat. Look out. You knew that was coming. Sid Escobar of the Orioles bench yelling at him after that. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I knew they were mad. You want a reason why? Take another look at what that pitch did to Conine. Shook it off. Next batter, Jake Gibbons. Down the line, Luis Matos and Conine come around to score. Gibbons 1 for 4. He's hitting 282. He's got 54 RBIs on the year. It is now 4-3 Baltimore. Next batter, Tony Batista. He's built for this. A 2-run home run, his 13th of the year. He has 50 RBIs this year. It's 6-3 Baltimore. Bottom 7 now, Vernon Wells, 0 for 3. Oh, he's got a hit. Why is this important? Because he extended his hitting streak to 16 games with that double. He's now hitting 306, and he went 1 for 5. Bottom 9, 2 out. Carlos Delgado up with nobody on. Always worth showing. Delgado, 23rd home run of the year. His major league leading 81st RBI, but the Orioles hang on and win, beating Toronto 6-4. Baltimore bottom 3, 3-0 Orioles. Sidney Ponson to Frank Catalanato with 1 out. They call him the Cat, perhaps. On the ground, Davy Cruz makes a great diving stop. Top 10 nominee. Now bottom 8, 8-2 Orioles. Ponson to Greg Myers with 2 out. Gets him. Top of the 9, same score. Melvin Mora. Have you heard about Melvin Mora? He happens to lead the AL in hitting. 366 batting average. He went 3 for 5 on this night with 1 RBI. His 11th home run this year. Orioles win it, and Ponson goes 9 to. Orioles and Blue Jays, time to play Who's an All-Star. First up in our game, Vernon Wells, 305 batting average, 19 homers, 72 RBIs. Came in with a 17-game hit streak. Runners on the corners. Wells shatters his bat, but there's no controversy there. It goes by Tony Batista. 2 runs would come in. Wells is credited with a double, 2 RBIs, and he now has an 18-game hitting streak, and we have a tie game. Next up on Who's an All-Star, Melvin Mora. A 366 batting average to lead the AL, 11 homers, 33 RBIs. O's down by 3 runs, 2 on Mora. He's still hot. 2 would come in for that. Double by Mora. All he did was went 2 for 3 with 3 RBI. He's now batting an AL leading 370. We're talking about Melvin Mora. Melvin Mora. Last on Who's an All-Star? None. Oh, Carlos Delgado. 311 batting average, 23 homers to lead the AL, 81 RBIs to lead the majors. We're tied in the 6th, 1 man on, no doubt. Look at that look of Rodrigo Lopez. It's a look of disgust. Shocked. He's stunned. 460 feet. And then again, it's not a replay. This one off of Buddy Groom. Unbelievable. Delgado, 25 homers. He had 5 RBIs in the Jays' victory. Delgado has 86 RBIs, and it's not even July. It's the most RBI before the end of June since Juan Gonzalez had 96 and 98.
Bragging rights in Toronto. Roy Halladay looking for his 12th straight win, facing the Expos for the 2nd time in a week.
You simply have to win the pitcher.
I'd like to face the teams for the 2nd time. I feel like I have a little better idea of maybe what I want to do.
Apparently not good enough idea. He struggled early. Orlando Cabrera knocking it right center field. That'll play Endy Chavez, RBI number 45 for Cabrera. Expos get 2 in the 1st off of Halladay. Top 3, it is 3-2 Montreal. They've come back 1 on 1 out. Will Cordero left field and not playable. 7th of the season for Cordero. He was 2 for 4. Montreal up 5-2 after 3. Bottom 4 now with 1 out. Reed Johnson, center field. And Chavez with total disregard for baseball fundamentals. Ball bounces away. Johnson would end up at third base. We're going to need another look at that. What the heck happened here to Endy Chavez? Not exactly the Endy all-be-all of center fielders here. Oh, it actually hits him in the face after the bounce. Little embarrassment on top of it. Bottom 5, Vernon Wells. All's Wells that ends Wells. Number 20 on the year. He was 2 for 4. Extends his hit streak to 19 games. Jays within 5-4. Bottom 8 now 5-5, 2 outs. Halladay gets Brian Schneider out of the inning. Gave up 5 runs in 8 innings. No decision. Bottom 9, 5s everywhere. Bases loaded, 1 out. Julio Mayon. Are you kidding me? He walks home the winning run. That's it. Johnson scores as Shannon Stewart gets the base on balls, and the Jays take it 6-5. All of Canada fixated on the Expos and Jays. Claudio Vargas with his work cut out for him, dealing with Carlos Delgado and Vernon Wells. Look at the major league ranks. Delgado first in homers and ribs. Wells pretty high up on all 4 counts. First inning we go, and it's Vargas facing Wells, and, well, he does pretty well, getting him waving. Next up, Delgado. Center field, Endy Chavez patrolling and trying to forget about Friday's miscue where the ball bounced and hit him in the chin. No event there, so we go to the 4th. Another go-round for the dynamic duo. Wells pops him up. Will Cordero going to make the catch. First baseman got to take charge. He does. Delgado. Another chance, and staring. Vargas, 6 in the 3rd innings, 4 hits, 4 Ks, ERA 2.74. We go to the 7th now. It's 3-0 Expos. Wells on after a single, and Delgado, the bluebird of happiness. Home run number 26, 88 RBI, both tops in the bigs. It's 3-2 now. Bottom 8, Frank Catalanato against Joey Eishin. Got him. Expos win 4-2. Rocky Biddle has saved Montreal's last 6.
Bigs until Boston went bonkers. Knox tough to come by for the Jays off Tomooka. It was mini bat day. First 10,000 folks got mini bats. Endy Chavez might have better luck with a mini bat. Let's go back to Saturday. Once, okay, that's not that bad. I can see maybe he was trying to go the other way, but then the same at bat. Whee! Look out in the dugout. People scurrying to get away from the twig. Sunday, again, Chavez loses the bat on strike 2. Very next pitch. And, son, what are you doing? Hold on to it with one hand. Do something. Bottom 5, 2-0 Spos. Carlos Delgado, that's a glove save, and no doubt he was trilled there. Oka there trilled. He was throwing a no-hitter through 6. And now in the 7th, Frank Catalanato, a grounder to Edwards Guzman, cannot get it, and then he chucks it away. And everyone's waiting to see, is it a hit or an error? Kind of borderline. We still don't know. It's not rule. It's one or the other. Vernon Wells, he lines out to 3rd. That's not a hit, so his 20-game hit streak is gone. But we still don't know, is it a hit or is it an error? Michael Barrett goes out to talk to Oka. Okay, it's an error. 2 pitches later, so much for that. No-hitter gone, shutout gone. RBI number 89 for Delgado. When he gets to 90, he'll be the 9th man in baseball history to get there before the All-Star break. That's a layup. No-hitter in the shutout, as I said, gone. But the Spos would win it because they erupt for 6 in the top of the 8th. That didn't work out there. Tom Wilson's throw went to left. And they were playing in the infield. It's a 2-hitter for Oka. And you know there's the Stanley Cup. There's also the Pearson Cup. They split it. You got the picture? All right, we're leaving.
The Tigers from Detroit. Corey Lidle, 10-5. Mike Maroth, 2-12. But Maroth is the better ERA, 4.99 compared to Lidle's 5.12. Maroth gets Josh Phelps swinging. Next batter, Mike Bordick, got him 2. Maroth K4 in the ballgame. Bottom 5. Tigers down 1-0. A.J. Hinch facing Lidle. Advantage Hinch, 2-run shot, 2-1 Tigers. First home run of the season for Hinch. 3 batters later, Warren Morris up. That's trouble. As in a double. Andres Torres on his horse. 3-1 Tigers. Tigers got 5 in the 5th. Top of the 8th, 6-2 Tigers. Tom Wilson facing Chris Mears. Torres, great catch. That's a SportsCenter top 10 nominee. And the Tigers finally give Maroth some help. And they win it 6-2.